Mr. Curbelo.
Mr. Chairman, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for taking some time to focus on these 5.5 million young Americans, people who are so full of potential, yet have obviously given up hope because they're not employed and they're doing nothing to educate themselves to become employable. So I think this is a wonderful opportunity, and it says a lot about this subcommittee, about Ways and Means, and about how Republicans and Democrats can work together. And thank you to all the witnesses, especially to the superstar. Jamila, I want to ask you a question because I think a lot about the messages we send children in this country, and as they grow up and become adolescents, that message, I think, gets re-emphasized. You mentioned that you immediately wrote off Europe because you felt like a college degree was the only path to success. Can you talk a little bit about why you felt that way and what helped you realize that that wasn't the case?
So pretty much the dialogue from sophomore year of high school onward is after you finish high school, you got to go get a college degree so you can get a job, buy a house, be successful. And the only alternatives that were pretty much offered up were you can either join a trade school, learn to be a carpenter or a nurse, or you can join the military. None of those really appealed to me, so I was like, okay, I'll go to college, learn something. And after years of, I've gone to college, 3 different colleges, 3 different programs, and they just never really worked out because there are external factors that meant that I couldn't give it the focus I needed, or just I didn't know what I was supposed to do next, and I didn't really know who to ask or how to ask for it. And so a lot of the times when the only options you have are, okay, just go to college, you don't really get any more information, more relevant information on how to finish college, how to pay for college, what's needed to make sure you're successful. You just get the whole go for it.
So, Mr. Tertavian, do you think that we, government, are complicit in trapping a lot of young people into believing that only by getting a traditional college degree they can be successful? Do we also send those messages in the way we invest public dollars and in the messages that we send?
Yes, we do. Unfortunately, reinforce that belief system. In part, think about how Pell Grants flow. You have to begin how many credits before you get access to a Pell Grant. The average age of a Bachelor of Arts in America is 28 years old. That means you're probably doing part-time, so that gives you Pell eligibility. Even to get financial aid, I could not complete the forms for our students. I didn't know how to do it. So just the ease with which one access that, also the expectation. If we changed the word to post-secondary for all and truly believed and valued multiple pathways into the mainstream, we could fundamentally, I think, change this country in a powerful way. But the word college assumes 4-year first-term residential. That's only 8 out of 100 adults in America have a 4-year degree that they got between the ages of 18 and 22. 92 adults of 100 do not have a B that they got between the ages of 18 and 22. Often, as to the folks thinking of policy, what was our lived experience, in that which we're creating the idea of what we want, as opposed to 92 out of Americans don't do 4 years in 18 and 22.
Yet we disproportionately fund that.
Correct.
8 out of 100, you said?
That's right.
8%.
Right.
Told him, do you have any ideas as to how we can send the message that there are other ways to becoming a successful citizen in our country, perhaps the way we allocate resources, perhaps by making some of our policies more flexible?
Thank you. I think absolutely, and I'll echo what Gerald said. I think one of the most important things we can do is provide information. I mean, the comment out, the message from sophomore year on was college, college, college. I mean, our K through 12 from our high schools, the people that are giving that information don't know employers, don't know careers, don't know what's available, what are the growing jobs in the region, who's hiring. There's a really robust conversation now taking place after the passage of the Everyone Succeeds Act. All states are really struggling with what is career readiness and how do we measure it and what do we do in high school to ensure that we're really looking at that. And that career development piece is critical. And there's obviously a real issue with stretching thin, sort of counselors in high school, that kind of thing, but really thinking about career development focus and providing that information and really good data about what the successful pathways are for young people so they can make better decisions.
Thank you, Ms. Oldham. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.